Hey guys, welcome back for another review. This will be my last one for a while as the semester ends, so I'll be going on break. I might do some more reviews during that time, who knows. So thanks if you've been watching, I appreciate it. This week, I decided to watch and review Sound of Metal because it received a lot of praise, but not many are talking about it, which is kind of sad. It's an Amazon original, directed and written by Darius Martyr, sorry if I messed these names up, telling the story of a metal drummer losing his hearing and coming to terms with it. We have Riz Ahmed as Ruben, Olivia Cook as Lou, and Paul Raci as Joe. The film starts off showing Ruben living life on the road with his girlfriend/bandmate, doing what he loves with the person he loves. We soon find out, after going to see Joe for the first time about his hearing, that he was an addict and is now clean. But everything begins to go downhill when he starts to lose his hearing, and the film shifts to this personal journey that Ruben has to go through in order to see Lou again. After settling down and getting used to being deaf, the possibility of a new life, of a new beginning of sorts, of a new identity, but he's so fixated on the idea of getting his hearing back to get his old life back with Lou, that seems to hinder the progress as well. Riz Ahmed is a great actor and does great in this, especially with his actions, how he portrays them, and how his emotions are being portrayed visually. Does it really well. He took the role seriously. I could tell he took it seriously and worked closely with the director and Paul on the deaf aspect, getting to know what the communities are like, and also he learned how to play drums for this, learned sign language for it as well. That's just this dedication to the role and how these people wanted to tell the story, just make it so that almost all audiences, deaf or not, can enjoy the open caption that was used with some unique / useful shots showing it visually. If you can hear, then you're in luck, because the sound design was also great, especially with how they put us inside the experience of having hearing loss, almost completely muffled, and just having that sound and the electronic sounds he hears at the end when he gets to the surgery in his ears. It's just not what he expected, and it's not what I expected either. From this, it just makes a more detailed world, enveloping the audience more in the details instead of avoiding or missing them, making the story universals, because sometimes details can just be missed because the shot was so short. But with those details, because I did watch it more than once, I noticed stuff after that, and it's just great. The details really make it unique. Nonetheless, the story can be very emotional at times, and once he loses his hearing, turning the story from what I thought was going to be Whiplash with Miles Teller, the obsessed student trying to be the best, but instead I was met with being overwhelmed at times, seeing him fight against coming to terms with his deafness and slowly losing what he had, what he once loved as well, which is drumming and Lou. So it's a change, to say the least. Just try and put yourself in his shoes and understand at some certainty at some points, but it's so hard to watch sometimes, as it's just, you think he's getting good and then something just knocks him back and he just has to deal with it, and I don't know, that just makes the story all the while better, as all of our as the relationships are strained and it's just hindered by the fact his life is going to change now due to his hearing. So don't go into this thinking, how is he going to juggle being deaf and being in a band? That's what I thought, because it's not that. It's about Ruben, the main character, just coming to terms on being deaf and his identity. As he tries to find himself throughout the film, you can see he's just struggling to come into deciding. It's just a tough choice overall. As he finds himself throughout the film, he ultimately makes a decision at the end, affecting his overall life, what he's going to do. Overall, I give it an A. I wasn't expecting to learn so much about the deaf community, and to be hit with so much emotion, it was great. I don't think I'm even doing this movie justice with this review. I think you should just go watch it. It's a definite A for me.